All right, so the NBA trade deadline is over, and now it is on to looking at the buyout market. And now news comes surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. They announced that Ben Simmons is away from the team, and our own Brian Lewis has reported that the team is negotiating a buyout with Ben Simmons. And Ben Simmons will be one of the most sought after players on the buyout market. Shams Charania of ESPN is reporting that the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Clippers would be interested in the services. Our own Brian Lewis has also talked about how the Houston Rockets could also be in the mix for his services. And I think there's a thing of looking at what was Ben Simmons' career in a Brooklyn Net uniform. Well, on some regard, it was disappointing in the fact that he never reached the heights that we once saw him as a two-time All-Star with the Philadelphia 76ers. And then most of it, he wasn't healthy. However, this season is the healthiest that he's been in quite some time. He's played in 33 of a possible 49 games. He still has shown that he has a good ability on the defensive end and can help a team with his rebounding and his passing. He's played backup point guard to D'Angelo Russell once he came over and returned back to the Nets. So teams can use his services and what he could do as a backup point guard, as how he could play as a bigger player at 6'10", and also help facilitate in the offense, while also giving you some good defense. So it'll be interesting to see where Ben Simmons lands. Now, one thing that's going to come about in all of this is Knicks fans are going to say, okay, can the Knicks go and get Ben Simmons on the buyout market? The Knicks didn't do much at the deadline either. Fans are looking at what could the Knicks do in the buyout market. Well, the Knicks, they can't get Ben Simmons. It's because of a new quirk in the new CBA with the first apron. Teams above the first apron and who are hard capped at the second apron cannot assign a player that previously made more than $12.8 million for the season. Ben Simmons' contract for this season, he was making about $40 million. It was the final year of his 5-year, $177 million deal. So Knicks fans, no, you cannot get in on the Ben Simmons sweepstakes. Nets fans, this is just part of your rebuilding process going forward, right? Moving on from a guy in Ben Simmons who was disappointing. You didn't get to see him on the court that much. It also kind of closes the chapter on the James Harden trade that got James Harden to Philadelphia and Ben Simmons here in Brooklyn, and that whole Harden, Kyrie, Durant ever. That was a disappointment for the Brooklyn Nets. So this is just another part of the Nets rebuild as they continue to move forward. They did not move Cam Johnson at the deadline. They're going to continue to try to build their culture, see where they can go in terms of the draft and get the highest pick they can possible and take it from there. So a chapter closes on Ben Simmons in Brooklyn, and now all eyes in the NBA will move on to see where he will go next for the next chapter of his playing career.